Nice. Hey guys, it has been quite a while. And there's a lot of stuff to talk about and not a lot of time to do it. So, I've been away from YouTube for I think a little over a year now. I have to check that out. And the reason why you saw that little beginning of me weighing myself, it's for a few reasons. One, my doctor said that I am at the danger of having high cholesterol that runs in my family, which comes with a whole host of other issues. But I wasn't super bad. It was mainly for the fact that I was 180 and I'm only 5'5", and way too much love around the belly for food. That's the first reason. That is an important reason, don't get me wrong, but there are two other reasons, and let me show you what those are. The other two reasons are because I have a vacation for a week in Mexico, and I want to look good for that. But next year, I also have my cousin's wedding. Shout out to Stacy, like I was saying, for the fact that she's getting married to Tanya. Great couple, very good to each other, but that's a year. That's next year, in September. So, the reason why I'm looking over there is because that's where it is in my room. With that said, I gotta continue what I'm doing, and that means I gotta go to the gym. So, even with everything else in my life that's been going on, to the gym. So, I'm gonna have to figure out what kind of transitions I'm gonna want to use for this, and if I want to use like the speed up function when I'm driving. But at least for right now, we can have like a one-on-one talk without interruptions. It sounds weird in a YouTube perspective because I'm talking to you directly. You are just kind of there listening. So here's the thing. Because I've been away for so long, a lot of things in YouTube have changed. And when I mean a lot, I mean like a substantial amount of things on YouTube have changed. When it comes to content on it, all the new rules, who can live stream, who can't live stream, blah bullshit, and you know, for lack of better terms. Garbage guy is just letting me go by. Thank you very much. So let's talk about my YouTube channel. All right, I like gaming. Don't get me wrong. And I want to continue gaming. Hold on, guys. The camera setup is wanting to move. Oh boy. And there we go. Better? I think it's better. Okay, so let's talk about the channel. Like I said, I like to game, but there's way too much copyright bullshit going on from other creators and other things going on. It's kind of retarded. There's also the fact of, with the copyright claims, there are people who have copyright claims on music when it comes to the video games or the video itself. If you're doing a cutscene, it's, unless you're part of like a bigger foundation or a bigger creator lab, it's very hard to actually fight that on your own without having to go to court and spend a stupid amount of money, to be fair. With that said, I still want to game, but I'm gonna have to be very selective of what games I can and cannot play that are very corporate compliant, I should say, who don't pretty much tax an individual for the game. There's also the fact of the whole age appropriateness of videos. Like, this is going to be an adult aged video. Even though it will be for everyone, it's going to be kind of weird, because now it pretty much asks you if it's child friendly or not, and which means I'm not allowed to swear in most of my videos if I want, you know, a large range of people to actually watch my videos. Again, that's a whole nother issue. So here's the thing. My friend Henry told me that I should, instead of just do gaming, I should do more of like a vlog type, because again, it's just me showing my experiences. What could be wrong with that, right? And then I can get royalty-free music to put it onto the videos, whether that be YouTube or what the GoPro has, because what I'm recording on right now is a GoPro Hero 9. That's another topic of why I'm a little salty about getting the Hero 9 now instead of just waiting a little bit, because there have already been leaks of a Hero 10 coming out. I still like this camera. I've been trying to get used to it, and that's besides the point. But I'm really starting to enjoy this as a vlogging camera. I do have a dedicated camera for when I want to do like really in-depth like photography, and for just everyday general use. But when it comes to vlogging, I'm really liking the Hero 9. Does it have its flaws? Absolutely. Is it great for the price? Yeah, some people might say yes and no to that, but that's, you know, everyone's up to interpretation. So what Henry told me is, like, instead of just doing gaming, I should do a vlog type. And because I'm in paramedic school, which is the other reason why I haven't been doing videos literally at all, is the fact that I'm in paramedic school, and that takes up so much of my time. Most of my time is dedicated to studying the material. The GoPro front screen just turned off. There we go. I'm gonna have to fix that setting so I can constantly see if I'm in frame. So, between studying for tests, studying in general for the meds, the different types of tools, the equipment, going through the skills where I have like mannequins that I am constantly practicing on. Like, if that's something that you guys would be interested in seeing, and to have someone talk about it and give their perspective in it of a 2021 standpoint, I would love to like give that kind of input. And the information I give you concerning paramedic school would be of what I'm being taught at this present time. So in the future, granted, if you're watching something that I posted as EMS, if I start doing EMS stuff, and you're watching in the future and you're like, we don't do that anymore, just understand that you have to go by the time frame of when the video was made. Is that fair to say? Because I think that's fair to like assess and say. With that being said, those are the options. My YouTube channel hasn't really grown at all, except recently for some bizarre reason that it's been getting subscribers out of the blue for one, and only one, of my Wizards 101 videos. Why? I don't know. It wasn't really a good one. It wasn't even a funny one. Personally, this was me saying, I think it was very bland and dull. You know, when I posted that one, I was pretty much right before school was starting for me, like heavy school for paramedic. And I was also like going through kind of like a rut in my life. But now things are kind of looking on the up and up. What else has been going on in my life? Family drama. That's private, it's personal, whatever. Only people who need to know will know about that. What else? A lot of people from my past messaging me out of the blue. Whether it's people who wanted to hook up with me in the past, or we went on a date in the past and they're just like hitting me back up now. What else? A lot of my friends that I went to high school with, that I'm friends with still, that we talk on a now and off again kind of like relationship. They all have kids. They all got married. They were like, "Oh, how you doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good." And they're like, you know how it is when you have friends and you guys just grow apart over the years. What else? Work is good. I have one full-time job now instead of having two, which is great because it pays much better than either of them was. Still, as an EMT basic, while going through paramedic school, while studying my ass off for all the exams, and constantly trying to improve my skills. So it's weird. In general, it's just weird, but it's like a good kind of weird. It's hard to explain. Now, when it comes to my health, mentally I'm doing good. Physically, when I started this weight loss journey, I was, like I said, almost 180 pounds. I am now, according to the scale today, granted with nothing on, because I want to be as accurate as possible, I'm 164.4. Make that as you will, but I'm pretty happy. My doctor told me I need to be at 150 because I'm 5'5". I told her, because I have a female doctor as my primary, I told her that does not seem like it's going to happen. And she's like, well, if you exercise and eat right. And I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. Because my body type doesn't really allow me to build muscle like she thinks it's just going to magically appear. On top of that, I'm 31, which means I'm going past like the tipping point of like, hey, if you're going to do something, you better do it now or else you will never be able to do it. And if you try, it's going to hurt a lot more than if you just try doing it now. Hence why I'm trying to do it now and I'm trying to take it seriously now. This guy doesn't want to let me go. Alright, so with that, I am now at the gym where I will spend the next hour to an hour and a half. I normally do like 30 minutes to an hour of cardio, and then the rest of that time, whatever energy I have, is all for weight training and weightlifting. Again, crazy, I know, but it does work because I've been losing weight, and I only do it 3 times a week, and then the other 4 days I'm sore because I push my body. But more on that after the gym. So until then, guys, I'll talk to you after gym. Okay, guys, so gym is done. I ended up doing a hour-and-a-half workout, which was nice. I ended up doing 5.8 miles on the elliptical, which was good. And then I did some upper chest and arm weights. I'm tired. I'm probably going to be sore when I go to work tomorrow morning, but that's going to be fine because when I do go to work, it's going to be at 5 in the morning. So from now until then, I will be sore when I wake up, and it will be sore when I'm moving patients, but I'm not going to be weak when I'm moving patients, which seems to always be a plus in my book. For the last few weeks that I've been exercising, is I work myself to a point where I'm sore, but I'm never like weak afterwards. Like, I'm sore, but it's like a good sore. Compared to when I started exercising like 2.5 months ago, and then I took like a 3-week time off because of family issues. But then after that, like now, when I work out, I do get a sore, but it's not a horrible, like I said, it's not a horrible sore, it's a good sore. It's like that kind of sore when the muscles are tired, but it's great. And I'm going way too much into depth about that. So, where were we before I started the gym? Channel. So yeah, channel. I'm not sure how I'm gonna be able to do any gaming videos. Live streams, I can't do any any until I hit 1,000 subscribers, which I've gotten a recent pop, like I said, for one of my Wizards 101 videos, which crazy, but don't know why. And what you guys want to see from content, because personally I think vlogs are going to be nice, but vlogs are mainly going to just be with me, Henry, Billy, maybe someone else if like someone else wants to hang out with me for the day or for a few hours or an hour. It doesn't really matter. I don't know. I guess I could vlog a little bit about school, but most of my school right now is just Zoom. It's been Zoom. I could talk about that if anyone is like curious of what it's like to go to school for paramedic, and everything is Zoom based except for Sunday where you go in for practical, and the practical day is an 8-hour day, so it's like literally like a full-time job, which granted it's fine, but I could talk about that too. I can make a video about that. There's a lot of things I can make a video about. I can make so many videos about my actual job and what I go through and what I see, and if you guys are interested for that, without giving any HIPAA away, but like just going over the type of emergencies that I've seen or had to on scene and how we dealt with it and what's the proper way to deal with it so people know what it's like to deal with that, I wouldn't mind doing. But there also comes to a point where like it's approved for everyone on YouTube, and then there's a side of my job where it is highly, and I mean highly, not okay with YouTube. You know, even if you label it as educational, it's weird because there are some EMS channels, I do watch them, I am subscribed to them, and most of it is just going over like, hey, this is how you prepare for your national test, this is the proper way to do the national thing. Oh look, my old company just driving by in their European ambulance. But with that said, there is a very gray line of, you know, where the boundary is from everyone friendly to adult only friendly. And to be fair, most of my analytics have always been people around my age, never really kids, which again is weird because like some of the games I played are like made for certain age groups that are kids, but I have a sentimental value to them because I grew up with them and I liked playing them. But then copyright strikes are pretty much like, nah, you can't do that because it's our music or this is our game and we don't want you to freely advertise it for us, even though I'm not making money off the video. Like, we don't want you to advertise it. It's weird. It's a weird kind of like scenario that YouTube is right now. The headspace of being a YouTube creator is weird unless you're already big. So there's that. The whole, we need to figure out what are the do's and don'ts, because YouTube doesn't really like to tell us everything as a creator. Like, they'll send out little notifications, and I can make so many videos on those too. Every time they send out a notification, and they're just like vague as all hell about it. Can I even say hell for it to be kid friendly anymore? I don't know, but they're vague about it. And then like a month or two after, when creators start digging into the data and testing things out, then they're like, oh yeah, hey, this is not acceptable, or this is acceptable. Hey, this is why your video got dinged for such and such reason. And then YouTube is just like, yeah, well, we kind of figured that you guys would know better about it. You know, even nowadays, I don't see that many channels talking about YouTube unless like it's a royal mess up. But and again, I gotta try and be kid friendly. I can't say the words I want to say. Weird, but true. Like, I can't say and speak how I want to speak on a daily basis, and it's kind of frustrating. And I'm like one of those kind of YouTubers that I just used to say what was on my mind. I didn't care because most of my audience was adults, and I don't have that kind of following to be part of a network. who would help fight counterclaims. It's all just me, and then that takes months, and I just choose not to worry about it. So, with that being said, yeah, I don't know. Now I'm home, gotta take a shower. Then it's gonna be getting ready for class later, which is always fun. So, we'll see, right? We'll see how this goes personally. So until then, guys, Kyle signing out. Peace.